Hello and welcome. It's PapaNog. And today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about infusions as well as the Australium. So let's begin. First, the first thing you will need for any infusion is infuse cores. So make sure you have enough of those. I'll show you what you can infuse. I will also show you an example of a 040, what's called a 040, as well as a 4040, because I'm making new armor for myself. Here I have tier 5, and I want to complete my tier 6 armor. So let's begin. Yeah. The first thing that you want to do, obviously, is go here to the infuse option, which you'll need to complete a quest to do. So let me explain to you why we 4040 something. Here on this shield, you can see its base. Up here, the 7834 is physical defense. So the armor increase is 250% of whatever the base of the shield is, and it gives you 7834. Yeah. If I want to increase this, the armor percentage, I can upgrade the item, but I can also infuse something else, a different item with armor increase percentage, and that will apply to this shield. So I'll just give you a quick example here. And one thing I want you to see is that you cannot use a set legendary item to infuse into something else. So if you want to use a set item, you need to infuse from a regular legendary into a set legendary item. And for now, the only thing that you can infuse are legendary items. So here we go. If we infuse this with 250% armor increased, over here it should be a total of 500, even though we haven't leveled this at all. Okay. And here you can see armor increased by 500%, and at the top it shows you 13,430. So definitely an increase was made. If I were to upgrade the original shield a little bit more, then you will see that armor increased will increase by quite a lot. And I'll show you here when I use this, right? That's what I want to do. But let me first show you the 040. Over here, I want to use this staff with a magic find onto this astral shield. The reason I want to do this is because I want to make a magic find set. Yeah? Over here, the shield, the base stats that it has, that it focuses on, is physical and magical defense. This over here increases magical damage percentage and attack speed percentage, but it doesn't increase defense, magical or physical. So if I upgraded this item first and then put it into the shield, it wouldn't give me any benefit because it doesn't increase these base stats, the physical resistance and the magical resistance. So here, if I want to put this into the shield, it's better to just infuse it directly without wasting any of your Kabbalite to level it up. So we'll just do that. All right, and you can see over there, all of the stats carry over, of course, except for the percentage increase to damage, to magical damage and to attack speed, because this doesn't have any base attack speed or magical damage to increase. All right, now let me show you how this works. Because I upgraded the diamond headband to, let's look, we upgraded it to 40, and now the armor increased is 470%. On our base item, we'll see armor increase by 200%. So what you should see is that it equates to the total of 470 plus 200, which means we'll get a total of 670% increase. Let's see. All right, and here you can see 670% armor increased. So we now have our new armor. But there's a big difference when you level it up. So if we are to compare these stats now, we see 2,950 intellect, for example. It's exactly the same items that I've put into both. Over here, you can see that the intellect is a little bit lower because I haven't upgraded it yet. And now we have a few options. So let me just show you using this divine topaz. Actually, when you upgrade the item, it will also upgrade the enchantments that you put on, and it will also increase the bonus that you get from the gems. So 120 to gold find and magic find. Let's put it into the level 1 item. 120 to gold find and magic find. If I put it into the level 40 item, you can see 384. So by upgrading the item, it increases that stat. Something I want to show you here is that I'm not very happy with my life. I have very low life, so we have two options here. The one will increase magical damage as well as magic find, and the other one will give me all abilities and health. Something I'm really worried about is my health. Sometimes I can get one shot. So even though this magical damage will give me more damage overall, I would rather use this one to give me some health. Okay, now we can see over here 1,420 health, as well as the golden magic find. And I want to just upgrade it, then I'll show you how that improves the item. All right. Finally, when we're done with this, then we can compare the two items and see why it's beneficial to be able to upgrade it. All right, let's compare our two items. So here we have these two items. We can see that the plus to health almost is 4 times more, 4,543. We can also see that all the other stats have grown a lot, and gold find, magic find. Oh, it's actually one more on here for some reason. Sure. But with all the other things, you can see that there's a very obvious increase. All right. So now we have a new armor. There you go. The final thing I want to show you in this video is the Australium. Okay, so the first thing on the Australium is you go into your inventory, you push on the top left hand corner, you'll see there's a circle with 2 little circles over here. This is the Australium. All right. What happens is you can unlock different skills here, but with a plus button. You can use the points you get from killing blue mobs to be able to get specific skills. You don't get it immediately. It's only the skills that are here in this line that apply to your character. And as you can see, I haven't completed it. The one thing that you can do over here when I farm, I use the increased magic find. But when I want to do damage, so if I want to complete the arena, or if I want to fight Kral or any of the big bosses, then I will switch over to my critical damage, and that will increase my damage by quite a lot. All right, that is the Australium. These are things you need to keep in mind for infusions. If you want that percentage stat, you can level it up to 40 first before infusing it. If it's just a tier 5 item and you're not too worried, there's no need to do it. And if you don't need that percentage stat, again, no need to do it. You can just infuse it directly. All right, guys, it's been PapaNog. Have a lovely day. Ciao.